So here's my round 3 game. It had to be done on PO because that was the only way me and my opponent could play. The opponent is Vikesfan0309, and it's actually in the 5th gen engine because we couldn't go to work in 4th gen for some reason. I don't know. First turn he crit U-turns me, which actually lived. I was very surprised, but I guess without a choice band he can't really... Sizer just doesn't really hit that hard, I guess. So Tangrowth is just doing his normal lead stuff. I put Registeel to sleep and I seed up on this Absol, and I go for Protect as I see what he wants to do, rack up more damage, etc. And I'm thinking I can live a Pursuit even if it's doubled as I switch out. But I decided to just stay in just in case I couldn't, and I may as well do something, right? But he just gets a crit Night Slash instead, and that really stinks. So I get to bring in Lucario on the switch, and he brings in a Slowbro, so that's like a perfect counter to me. And close combat's going to do next nothing, but you know, I may as well stay in and just go for something because I had a sub up. So next turn I switch to Cresselia, which he predicts very nicely. Goes for T-Wave, hits me. You know, it always hits. And I think I just go for I go for T-Wave of my own, hit the Absol. And because it's only got dark moves, I'm very afraid of Pursuit, which he actually goes for. That would have really hurt, but I think it would have been okay. Like, it's a stab, double Pursuit, but that's a mostly physically bulky Cresselia. Absol cannot hurt Empoleon whatsoever. I can just set up on its face, and it can't really hurt me. I'm actually glad to get T-Waved here, because I'd rather be T-Waved than burned or asleep. So that's very, very happy for me. And for me. He just surfs, and as I continue to set up, I'm at +4 and Aqua Ring, and I am done. Like, I got nothing else to do. He goes for Rest here. I don't know why. Maybe he thought I'd go first and he'd get to heal or something. I don't know. But maybe it was misclick because it is PO. People tend to misclick quite often. But I am fully set up, so I don't have any hazards, so roaring him around isn't going to do anything. But you know, he cannot kill me, and that's pretty good. So I'm just gonna stay in here until I can't, because I'm already behind. I gotta do something to catch up. He can Calm Mind all he wants. I'm just gonna roar him out as soon as he gets up enough, and there's nothing he can really do. So comes into Slowbro again, and I think I'm gonna continue just hitting him with Surfs on his weak side. There's just nothing either of us can do. It's a stalemate until I decide that I want to switch out, because I don't think his Squeak and his Roar. I'm continuing to surf, hit the Registeel, do nothing pretty much, and now is when I decide to go to Arrow, because I'm pretty sure his sleep counter was reset, or maybe he hadn't even been in for any, I don't know, because this wasn't the 5th gen engine. I'm not sure how it works, but whatever. I take the opportunity to set up my rocks with Arrow, and he's still asleep, so I got a fairly long sleep that time, but when he wakes up he just sets up rocks. That's cool. Cresselia is paralyzed, and I'm just trying to do something to him. Like, a Psychic's not going to hurt a lot, so I imagine I'm trying to T-Wave stuff. In comes the Sizer again, and I get fully paralyzed. I'm pretty sure that was the T-Wave. U-turn does a little bit, doesn't really do that much, and he's just going to go to Absol. He's just trying to hit me with super effective attacks, because that's all he really can do. So T-Wave, of course, goes this turn, and it does nothing. I actually live Night Slash, which is fairly excellent. I was expecting Pursuit, so that's why I stayed in. But this time, I'm expecting him to not go for Pursuit. I'm pretty sure Lucario is a ×4 resist against Absol, so I went to that just so I could pivot switch into Kingdra here, because I was expecting him to go to something. I was kind of expecting Slowbro and I could Draco it, but Togekiss is just fine. So he takes 40% from the first one, and there's no lefties, so I'm fairly confident the second one will kill, assuming it hits. It does fortunately hit, does fortunately take it out, so rocks were very crucial for taking that guy out. However, I am at halved special attack now, after I burn my white herbs, so I'm going to go back to Crest just pretty much as fodder, like, to kind of take these hits, and then I'm going to eventually go back into Kingdra to hopefully take out the Slowbro, because that's the only thing really stopping Lucario from going on a bit of a tear. So I go to Arrow to take the U-turn that I'm expecting, because he can't have Pursuit. He could only hit me, well, he could have Bullet Punch, but I don't think he'd Bullet Punch the Cresselia. Maybe he would have gone for Metal Claw if he had it, but I'm not even sure if Metal Claw is more powerful than Bullet Punch because Technician. So we went into something, I didn't see it, but I just went for Sky Attack on it because I just wanted to get rid of it, and he went into Sizer, and he decided he wanted Sizer to die, so that's pretty cool. I taunt the Slowbro here because I don't want him firing off Slack Offs or Calm Minds or anything he wants to do, so getting a taunt on there is pretty sweet. I go back to Kingdra now because something died and I could go into it, and I don't know how much that crit mattered. I don't know how much special defense investment he has. I just don't know. Psychic obviously would have killed my Kingdra, but I critted him, so I don't know. He wouldn't have had a whole lot left, and I could have gone to anything to kill it pretty much. So, and I don't think I used Kingdra for the rest of the game, so I don't particularly care. Crest comes in, gets flinched to death, which is kind of it's stupid. It's just the luck generator on this thing is so broken. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a clean Lucario sweep once that Slowbro was out of the way. Like, it would have been out of the way anyway, so I'm pretty sure that crit was totally irrelevant. I think I had it in the bag anyway. There's nothing he can do. He's got the Suicune left, which is not going to be able to live a +2 close combat. He's got Registeel, which is not going to be able to live a +2 close combat. And he's got a paralyzed Absol, which, even if it gets a Sucker Punch off, I'm pretty sure... Well, I might actually die to a Sucker Punch with all these defense drops, but I'm not going to let it happen because I'm just going to go for Bullet Punch. I'll be faster than his Sucker Punch with I think they're the same level of priority, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure Sucker Punch is +1. And I'm faster, so... that's going to be what we need the game, and that's a round 3 victory. I don't like doing this PO thing. I think it's very, very retarded. I just didn't like throwing this together, but it was the only way we could play, and I can't really blame him for that. So I just think these videos take like no effort. Like, you just, like, especially live PO. I think that takes very minimal effort. I guess like some people would find it more entertaining, but like I just would never do it myself. That's what I'm saying. So, good game, Vikes fan. I'm moving on to the 2-1 bracket now, so it's a pretty big bracket. There's a lot of good players in there, so we're going to see who my round 4 opponent is. Actually, no, my round 4 should be up on Xerxes' channel, either by now or later on. So, the next one that you'll see on this channel is my round 5 match, and that's against Makar, and that's a damn fine game. We're finally getting into the good games. I'm sorry that it's been taking so long, but we're finally getting to the really good, like, you had the good ones, now we're having the really, really good ones, so... be sure to stick around for those, and no Ron Burgundy this time.